Howdy folks, Kerbo here. It's time for another leg on our cross-country flight. Today we're starting out at Liberal Mid-America Regional, Kilo Lima Bravo Lima. It's really hard to say for some reason. And we're heading on down to Clayton Municipal Air Park, Kilo Charlie Alpha Oscar. And that's via Boise City, which is 17 kilo. Should be about an hour and 15-minute trip. And we're going to make a little money along the way. Let's get started. All right, we're off. You can see on the flight plan there's not a whole lot of VFR references. So I'm going to fly a heading of 252. There is some wind, so we're going to drift. To get down to around here, 50 miles or so, I should pick up this major road. Now we'll know we're headed right to Boise City. We hit this intersection down here. Look for that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot down here. We do have DME off this VOR. Not sure how long we'll have it, but should be good for at least 50 miles. But I don't think we'll overfly this road intersection without being able to see it. That's the plan. It's also worth noting that on this trip, we're leaving Kansas behind. Here in just a little bit, we'll be over a little chunk of Oklahoma. That little handle. Down here to Boise City. Once we leave Boise City, we're actually going to get into New Mexico. Clayton is in New Mexico. And then we'll start seeing some mountains. Yay! Just tuned in Elkhart and getting a reading of that, so that'll show us. And we're about 2/3 of the way down. Should be able to spot the road past to the south of that. Hope that'll help. A little bit of weather that's moved in. Do some visibility. And I was looking for a lake on the map that I never did see. Should have been off to the south. I believe based on DME distance, we've already passed it. That's a little concerning. Could have been able to see that lake. Could eventually pick up this other VOR here on F2. In the north radial. That will show me when we should be approaching Boise City. Between that and the ADF indicator down here, I'll have a rough idea where I'm at. Notice this town I'm passing has a uniquely shaped airport. But that's a really strong clue that we're way further north of the track than I anticipated. Look over here on the map. That's Elkhart. It's got that same shape. So we're actually quite a bit further north of the track than I anticipated. So I'm going to try to locate this road here. Comes out of Elkhart. Like this is our road right here. I'm going to swing south a bit. The airport, Boise City, is north of the road. It's going to be down here approximately. I'm going to change my heading here to 2-4. Wind was really pushing me a lot further north than I anticipated. I may have flown right over the lakes and just didn't notice them. Or X-Plane doesn't model them. But I know where I'm at now. That's the good news. Okay, I've picked up this other VOR here. Was Dalhart. Delta Hotel Tango. I know when I pass the 0 north, north radial, I'll be just a few miles outside Boise. Let's see, we're getting pretty close to that. I think, let's see Boise up here in the distance. I think that's the town of Boise. Airport should be just north of town. Still following this road. Based on DME, we should have about 10 to 15 miles to go. Be in sight soon. I'm pretending like I don't have GPS. I don't have GPS in the plane yet. Soon I'll have enough money. Just scanning the horizon out here. What do I see? Boise City on 7 kilo. Just north of the town where I thought it would be. Fuel pump on, landing lights on. 2 notches of flaps because you need a lot of altitude. Sure on the winds.
Guide and Muni information Charlie. 1500 Zulu weather.
Up there, they're still at 190, so we'll anticipate land on 2. Still really high. It's kind of mixed straight in for 2. Like I'm high, bump the power down. So power back in. We're sinking. Will it change in pitch at all? Back on the power. Narrow little runway. Flaps up. Down. All right, we'll call this our parking spot. Shut down. Let our passenger off. Don't believe there's any fuel here. That's why I took on a little extra. Now there is fuel available there. So our next little leg here is 37 nautical miles. Fuel to say we had. Oh, we still got 29 gallons. Plenty of fuel. So we don't have any passengers for this leg. We're going to hop down to Clayton. Kilo Charlie Alpha Oscar. And I believe we've got some passengers waiting down there. Yep. Got 2 dogs, flour, and a block of ice. And then 1 air taxi passenger. That should be quite a ride. Fly heading of, call it 225. Out for the wind. Six somewhere. 225. Laps down. Let's go to trim reset. runway though. Easy girl. That one up. I'll hit the altitude button. There we go. Take this on up a little higher. Because as we head on down to Clayton, Clayton is at 4969. It's basically 5,000 feet. Getting up there. High plains. There's a hill down here that's 5312. Right around the Clayton area, we've got some at 5500. Watch out for those. Clayton's got 2 runways. We'll probably do 20. See how the weather looks down there. Speaking of weather, go ahead and get Clayton weather tuned in. 120.625.
Clayton Muni Air Park Information Delta. 1500 Zulu weather. Sky clear. Visibility 10. Temperature 12. Viewpoint 7. Wind 210 at 9. Altimeter 3027. Arriving and departing runway 20. Advise on initial contact. You have Delta.
Ready. Off we go to Clayton. Once again, there's not a whole lot of spotting features on this leg. We do have this this road 56. 64 joined it. Comes out of Boise City, goes right down to Clayton where we're headed. I'll try to pick that up. Let's see if we can see that right now. Maybe a little hard to pick up from this high. Doesn't have a railroad along it this time. I believe, based on my direction of travel, this is the road. It's a little hard to tell. There's also a river coming up. Keep an eye out for that. About halfway So a little past halfway, we should fly over a river. Work. Just taking a guess on the heading based on wind. See how close we can get. So I think I know where I'm at. Based on the road features, yeah, it bends back, and then there's the town right there. Kind of where I would expect Clayton to be. And then the airport is right before you get to town. So I'm going to look that town over. Get a little bit closer. Yeah, I got my binoculars out. And lo and behold, there's the runway. Alright, I'm going to kill the autopilot. And kill the throttle. It's kind of, I can almost straight in there for runway, which runway was that? 20. Mixture forward, flaps down. Whoa, airplane. Easy, girl. There's our landing lights, fuel pump on. Trimmed out here. A little bit of power back on. Too much though. Still need to lose quite a bit of altitude. Such a good looking airplane. A little power, I think. Too much. Yeah, might have been a little too much power. Blowing almost right down the runway. Perfect. No excuses for messing up this landing. Alright, smoothly back on the power. Just flaps up. Taxiway. Oh, we missed the taxiway. Airport's a little messed up. We'll just stop right here. Alright, everything's shut down. That flight. And that'll be it for now. I'm going to get a GPS installed if I have enough money. And the next leg, pretty good little hop, 194 nautical miles. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Excuse me. I edited that out.